Hello guys and welcome back to the second episode of Manor Lords. So in the first episode we survived our first winter, and in this episode I would like to start expanding our little village into a small medieval town. So let's get started. And just a small editor note, I got a bit lost in the sauce when I was recording, so basically the footage you're seeing and the voiceover were recorded in the same session as the first and quite possibly the third episode. I'm just now explaining it after the fact. Anyway, so let's get into it and enjoy. And you can see that we built those housing extensions. So now we have two families living in some of these, this one and this one. And I think, no, we haven't built it on this one yet. But I think that's a good opportunity. Well, we can actually upgrade that. And you see we're almost out of storage, so I think I'm going to upgrade the storehouse. And the granary is still good. But I think we should mine out the stone while we're at it. Let's give them a road. Let me check. Is there no music in this game? There's music. I usually have things pretty quiet when I play anyway, because I'm normally watching something on the side, so bear with me. But the villagers, they have like little comments here and there about, you know, what's going on. It's kind of repetitive because there are a limited number of voice lines. Still very cool to hear it when you're playing the game. How are we doing on supplies? So we're good on... So we have more families now, so we're going to need more food. So I think I'm going to increase how much fishing we're doing, since we have good amount of fish supply. And I don't think we really need to worry about anything else at the moment. Alright, let's actually set a production limit for planks, so they're not burning all the timber, and let's reserve some timber for plank making just in case. And we can add some living space to this one as well, but none of the other ones, unfortunately. And you can see that we're almost able to upgrade this house, but we need linen, leather, or yarn, which we don't have. We have hides, so we need to build a, I believe, tannery. Yeah, tannery that can convert leather into, or hides into leather. So we're gonna build that, and let's put a stonecutter camp in there. And we're just gonna leave this in while this is getting mined out, because this is a finite resource. It's not going to renew. We can't build a mine on there because it's not a rich deposit. We can build a mine on the clay and the salt, and we're absolutely going to do that once we're able to. But for now we just need some stone to upgrade the granary. And while we're at it, let's upgrade the hitching post, and once we are able to, we're going to buy another ox to speed up logistics. And actually we could assign a family to it. You see how the construction animations are beautiful in this game. Really outstanding job. And oh, tannery's already built. That was quick. And I've sped this up quite a while, so you can see you can do normal speed, forward 4 times and forward 12 times. I'm usually playing this on forward 12, and then I stop when I need to. Not saying that's necessarily the best way to do it, but you know, it is what it is. And now our tannery is standing. Now we just wait for some extra food. And actually, let's assign to the hunting camp. That's going to give us the ability to upgrade. And every level of the settlement requires you to have a certain number of burgage plots, so that's the houses, at certain levels. So right now we need 2 more at level 2 or higher, because we have none. And this one should be good for upgrades soon enough, as soon as some meat from the hunters starts coming in. And level 2 plots and above increase the regional wealth, so the stuff that we used to spend on animals and other things we might need. Okay, the stone deposit is almost exhausted, and that's gonna free up another family for us. And we might need to move this firewood camp. But for now I think they're good, because they will just keep expanding their range until they can't find anything more. Yeah, stone deposit is gone. So let's take that family away and let's put them to work in the forester hut. And they will just start growing a circle of trees around it. And you really have to do that unless you want to run out of wood, which you really don't want to. Can we... And there you go. We can now upgrade these guys. And these guys as well. And they will just have higher requirements. But we can upgrade as many of these as we can. Because they can't downgrade. And we have the planks for it. So I think I might just upgrade all of them. And that's going to give us a lot of money. We might even actually advance 2 levels, depending on what the other level is. And again, with the construction animation, so nice. Oh, it's like a nice little half timber house now. And you can see like the base ones is just a hut. Well, we don't have any base ones anymore, but it's just like a, you know, thatch hut with clay on it. But these have like a nice little stone foundation to them, half timber, nice wooden roof. Very lovely. And we have... Oh, we need 5 of these. Oh, what? We need burgage plots of level 1 or higher. We need 5 of those. Oh, because I'm guessing these don't count because they're under construction. But you can see we're already generating some regional wealth out of this. I think we ran out of planks. Ah. You see, I made a mistake. I thought it counted down the planks as soon as construction started. But it does not. You have to wait. Do we actually have... I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't just unassign the tannery, because those guys might be more useful elsewhere. But we are at the end of summer. And we have 14 months of food and 24 months of fuel. That's all good. Yeah, so far we're set very well. I'm a bit nervous that I decided to... Oh, fire broke out. Okay, that's... Okay. And we increased settlement level. So, we actually don't need to rebuild this. We can demolish this. Let's pause and let's see what we have. So, I am a little bit torn. I kind of feel like we should start trading as soon as possible, because that's going to get us a lot of regional wealth. And establishing trade routes is very expensive. So I think I'm going to go with that. We could look into making armor, but we don't have any iron. In our area, we have salt and we have clay. So we're going to need basically 2 development points into this anyway. We could start working towards this and sort of accept the cost of trading at a higher price, and just, you know, it's gonna take us a little longer. But now that I think about it, we're at level 2 out of 6, so it's gonna be level 3, 4, 5, and at this point getting to level 3 on buildings is gonna be really difficult. So let's do charcoal. And we can start burning charcoal. And it's more efficient as a fuel. So we might be able to actually get more out of the fuel supplies that we have. And let's sort of build a little back street along these industrial areas. And we're going to put a house in here anyway, since we're going to probably need more people again. And let's just do a single sort of smaller plot. And what do we need for the next level? We need 5 plots on level, I mean 10 plots on level 1, but we still have a couple under construction. But we can add more as we go, but we would need planks to get that going. But we might need to set up some more vegetable gardens. So let's put 3 plots. Can we do 2 plots? Let's do 3 plots. So we can put 3 families and have them have a vegetable garden. And let's build that charcoal kiln. And you know, let's put those guys a little further away from people. And let's put them here by the river. Like this. Let's put a road heading that way. Sort of parallel to the, let's go like this. And we're gonna build houses along there. Like that. And I am kind of considering moving the firewood lodge this way. So we can relocate a building and you can put them right there. So that's gonna free up a family for construction. And let's speed things up. And we can actually assign people to the church, but that they will only work as they will only bury corpses, and we don't really need that right now. We will have to upgrade to a stone church eventually, but we need some clay roof tiles, I think, or clay tiles, which we don't have yet because we don't have any clay. We don't have any clay items on us. But we can see what the requirements are. So these guys already require a tavern to go to level 3. Fortunately, we don't need level 3 buildings yet. Or level 3 plots. They do need that stone church. And they need 3 different types of food. And they need shoes, clothes, or cloaks. Which is okay, because we can actually make a extension where they will make shoes out of leather. We're just gonna have to get all the leather. However, we will want to build that trading post at some point, and I think salt mining might be a good start. And let's put that sort of down here. And we could do like very small scale farming. As you can see, the fertility, it's kind of underwhelming. Like, we could build some fields down here, but it wouldn't give us a whole lot. Maybe I'll consider it later on, because we do need the other things to make clothing and all that. But well, for now we don't really need to worry about it. However, at this point we can start building the manor. We obviously don't have planks for it, but we can build it. And I'm going to build it right here on this hill once we have enough resources. But right now I'm trying to prioritize sort of the actual buildings we're going to need. And the logging camp is still going strong. And how is the forest going on? Oh, you see... Oh, you can actually see like the little 3 saplings. I kind of wonder, historically how people planted trees. That's a historical question. So if any of you guys in the comments know how tree planting worked in the medieval ages, do tell me in the comments. I would love to hear about it. We're gonna be running out of... Oh, we're actually low on food. So yeah, more animal pens, so we can... let's buy some goats, so we can have leather, and we can then turn that into shoes. Except we don't have planks, obviously. And you really only need a couple of the specialized plots. So what usually works pretty well as the cobbler, you can also do tailor if you have ready access to flax, which we don't. We can do like the smithing ones. We don't really want the butcher, sadly, because we don't have surplus livestock. We could have like a livestock farm instead of a regular farm, and we can use that to boost fertility, or actually I don't think we can. Yeah, so if you go the farming route, you can do two very interesting things. So sheep grazing on pastures will multiply, and you need this to actually make money with livestock, and then you can fence up fields and you can use that as pastures. So really, and the starting region is random, so if you happen to get the agricultural one, you would probably go that route, but we mostly looks like we got the mining one, so we're gonna have to make our money with mining. I'm kind of looking at, like, there's no iron deposit. Or, yeah, there we go, there is an iron deposit, but it's a regular one, not a rich one. I don't think there is a rich one on this map. Interesting. Well, anyway. So we do have quite a lot of regional wealth coming in, which we can use to buy all those extensions. How are our construction materials? So we're kind of low on planks, which is unfortunate. And I think we are going to assign a family to this. Speed up logistics. And I think for the first video we're just gonna play through the first two winters to get the basic idea, and then we're gonna I want to keep it short. I don't want to fall into the same trap as with the... Might even split it into 2 episodes, to be honest. Oh, settlement level increased, nice. And let's already invest that into those deep mines. And then we can just go with the trading route. But now you see the next upgrade requires level 3 plots, and we can't really get those with what we have because we can't make beer, because we don't have barley, because we can't farm. And that's where that trading post is going to come in. And we'll want the vegetable garden extension on these eventually. But right now I do need to make more room for additional people. And I really want them to prioritize building this the kiln so we can have more efficient fuel. And it looks like our approval is going up, which is very nice. And we're doing okay. Oh, the wooden church, it looks actually very lovely. Look at that, it's very cute. You have like 2 doors, little stone foundation. It's very nice. Like the art of this game is just amazing. Okay, that gave us another family. And I don't think we actually have enough. So let's free up 1 family from the tannery. And let's... I'm gonna have to move the logging camp to somewhere with more wood. But let's start sort of setting up a road towards the... I wonder if we can build a bridge. I don't think I've seen it anywhere. Logistics. Nope. There's like pastures. So we could buy some sheep and use them for wool. And use that for clothing. That's an option. It doesn't look like we have a whole lot else that we can do at the moment. And having freed up those families really gave us other options on what to do. So let's build kiln. So what does this say? Oh, so 1 firewood into 2 charcoal. So that's effectively gonna double our fuel supply. And I think that now I'm gonna move the logging camp up here. I would like to build 2 vegetable gardens here on these 2 plots. It's kind of a supplementary source of food. Okay, maybe put like a really weird shaped plot here. Like this. Too small, okay. Let's make it bigger. Too small. Oh, okay. Let's do it that way then. We could have probably used it for like some industrial buildings or something, but that's okay. And let's build some sort of low-level plots that are gonna go here. Let's do just 2. So we can have like farming plots. It's kind of odd that these guys supposedly don't have access to anything. Like the well is right next to the house. It's a little odd. Yeah, let's get started on that vegetable garden. And that gives us a couple more families that we can use. So what is our limit on? Right, so we are limited on our fish population now. I'm starting to think maybe I should have done some like super low level farming just to get some extra food, because currently I am not getting any, and I might have too many people and not enough food. So I think we might have to accelerate our plans. So I want not enough goods, so we need planks. Why do we not have planks? Is it maybe because our logging camp is not moved yet? Construction finished. Trading post. So we want 1 family on trading, and now we get to set up a... So you can buy a horse for the trader, and that increases the amount of goods you can carry with them. So what can we trade? Well, we don't want to really trade planks because it's not going to give us a whole lot of money. We don't have any crops we can trade, unfortunately. We could trade fish, but it's not going to do us any good. And I think we will want to be buying wheat to mill and bake on our end, basically. So where is salt? Can we can sell wool. Might be a good idea. We can sell herbs. And we can sell salt. But we don't actually have enough money to set up the trade route. So let's give it a minute until we have some planks that we can use for and then logging camp is going to be done. We're not. I'm missing something, clearly. Now I kind of regret scheduling the construction on more housing, because we're going to be very low on food over the winter. So I think I'm going to pause construction on these. Yeah, logging camp is working, but at least our fuel supplies are growing. I kind of wonder why the plank workshop is not doing anything. There's a family assigned. What are we waiting for? Why are we waiting? We have a reserve of timber. So where's the problem? There we go. Now we're producing some planks. Yeah, and let's build a vegetable garden for some extra vegetables, and then we're gonna build another animal pen as well. But that costs planks, so we don't want to spend those. Oh, we can actually spend those now. But we can't buy any animals yet. But we want to build that salt mine. Sadly, it's gonna uproot a whole bunch of trees, but nothing we can do about that. Oh, does it like not matter which side I snap it to? It's okay, I guess then. For some reason I thought we would be able to build bridges. But more importantly, we're gonna have that salt mine ready to go and we can start trading salt. And hopefully use that to bring in some additional food. Oh, you can see the lake is actually frozen over. Cool. And I feel like maybe I want to take off one family from the fishing hut and put them onto... Also, I need 50 regional wealth to do this, and put them onto the salt pit so we can start trading salt as soon as possible. And again, no supply on these guys. Well, these guys have supply just fine. So maybe just these plots are broken for some reason. Or maybe there just isn't enough to go around. So if I assigned additional families to this, they would open more stalls. So we could do that if we wanted to. Let's expand that. So we need some more level 2 plots, and these guys are kinda propped in for an upgrade. Let's buy more goats. And with that, we actually survived our second winter in Manor Lords. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode. And with that being said, that will be all for today, and goodbye.